In today's eMoney tip of the week, I want to talk to you about alerts. So this is actually something that came up internally on our team. So we have multiple planners that are all set up, and we share each other's clients with each other so we can work on them jointly. However, what ends up happening is you get to see across everyone's eMoneys, and what ended up happening is the alerts were not being used properly. So I decided to do an eMoney tip of the week in case you run into this. So what I'm talking about is this little bell up here with these alerts. I tell the same thing when I tell clients that open up alerts on their client portal. Be careful what you do in the client portal for set up alerts. Less is more. You're going to get all excited, you're going to click on a bunch of alerts, and you're never going to view them. And that's what was happening. Was we found out that we got so many alerts that, quite frankly, we weren't paying attention to them. And right now you can see that this is still not perfect on our team. So what you can see is I have clients that have logged into the website, logged in the website, logged in the website. I don't need to know when clients are logging in their website. So what ends up happening is I hit dismiss here. I never see any important ones like this lead capture. It's in here. I'm gonna hit dismiss on this lead capture. This is a sample one I want to show for this. But I want to make sure when I'm going in here that I'm set up the alerts so that they're easier to use. So how do we do this? We're gonna go under manage, and any single one of these ones you see with a bell, you can set it up. So for example, if a client's logging in, this is where you would put this. So for client alerts, they're down here. My alerts are up here. So let's talk about my alerts task reminder. So if you guys are using this and it's either connected to your CRM or you're doing addition to your CRM, you're going to want to make sure this is turned on or off. We don't use that. We do that stuff inside of our CRM, so we don't see the point of doing that. The next one down here is going to be task overdue. This is one of the ones that's pretty popular to turn on. Again, if you're using tasks, maybe it's not a reminder, but I definitely want to know if it's overdue. Vault's almost full. We're not really worried about that. We actually don't use Alliance Partner logins at all, so I'm not going to put that in there. But if you are, you might want to do this Vault upload. Client access permission. I don't care where my clients are give access to somebody else in terms of my knowledge. I definitely know traditional lead capture. I definitely want to know when a client has signed up for their portal finally. And I definitely want to know when a lead has signed up for their portal website. So I'm going to click under here. And not only that, I want to deliver it to my email because I like to get push notifications. I'm not just going to log into eMoney just to see if I have alerts. I have too many softwares I use to do that. So right here for this one, because this is our lead capture, we actually have this at our general email that multiple people on our team get. But you can put any email you want in here. So you can put the different advisors on your team, or you can put a group email box in there. So really like those from that perspective. Let's go back here though, under manage, and we're going to go to client alerts. And now what you're going to see under client alerts, again, client login. I don't need to see when clients are logged in their website. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit disable this alert. I don't need to know. I definitely don't want it to my email. I get enough stuff with emails, right? So client login activity. I don't need to see this, right? I don't need to do this. So I'm going to disable this one. Onboarding completed. I do want to know that. New workshop activity. I'm going to disable this one because we don't use workshop. Explored mode activities begun. This one, I don't need to see this, but a lot of people like this is if you have workshop turned off, you have the client's ability to go in there. I love eMoney giving the tools to use Decision Center. I wish every button in Decision Center is available to my clients. Unfortunately, it's not right now. It's a really watered down version. So if this gets better and there's more things, I can see my clients doing stuff in there. I'm going to turn that on or off. Age-based reminders, I don't need that on. Right? This could be they're getting close to long-term care, they're getting close to Social Security. We use our CRM for that. I don't need to get these alerts in here if I'm not going to pay attention to them. Date-based reminders, again, you could put all different types of things in here that their plans due every 12 months, that they have a birthday, all these different things inside of here. You can actually make different ones just like the client website. So I would strongly encourage you not to use these. I'm actually going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. Again, I get this stuff in my CRM. I don't need to have the client's birthday, but it all depends on how you do your team, how you guys look at things. If this is something you use and this is a huge value to you, but we're also going to hit this save for all clients because you can make this for each individual client. Maybe there's one client you really want to know when their plan is due. Insurance anniversaries, again, disable this, but If you're going to put all the life insurance in here, especially auto policies in here, and you want to do this, that's great. I don't want to know that for every client. I don't need to know that every 6 months your property and casualty insurance is coming due and to remind you to call your agent. Connections added. So again, I don't want this one on here. I'm going to disable this one. It sounds great, but you start working with 100 households and they're all adding connections or not adding connections. Maybe you want that, and maybe you want to put an email and alert somebody on your team to do that. Vault upload. This one is something you might want to enable. So I'm going to actually enable this right now. I'm going to save this, and I'm actually going to go ahead and put delivery options here, and I'm going to write that I want an email. And now I'm going to save for all clients. And now if my clients upload their vault, I'm going to know. Vault download, I don't really care if a client downloads their vault, so I'm going to keep that disabled. Task completion, again, I'm going to keep that disabled. It just becomes too much. You have 3 or 4 tasks for every client, and they start doing it. Fact changes, the client changed a fact. You might want to have that on there so you don't go in blind to a meeting, but when clients are changing them all the time, it starts to become too much. Same with net worth change. You can say, well, there's a 20% or 30%. Now all of a sudden you can see if a client had a huge issue in their life, right? Or maybe they deleted something in their plan. I know a lot of financial planners that really like this. I don't want to see this. I just think it's too much information. And margin balance change is the same. I don't need to see any of that information. Go down to investment alerts, asset value change, liability value change. Again, I don't want to see these type of things. Security price change. I have other ways to monitor this. I don't need that. It clogging up my feed, going through my feed, and make me wonder if it's even worth looking at my feed at that point in time. And that's what we found. I wanted to show this because I had all these client logins in here and I was just not able to keep up with them. So one of the other things that you might want to do is just go here to view all and just clean this out and start turning it on and off. So these alerts are a great tool if you use them the right way. Key takeaways: less is more. Only turn on the ones you're going to actually reference this and use it. And 2, if it's really important, add your email address to it.